Hello everyone and welcome to Lauren Loves Color. This is Lauren. Thank you for coming back to my channel. It has been a really great January. I have gotten a lot colored. This has been a record month for me. I have colored a total of 43 pages. 43. That is 11 more than December, and it is an actual record for me. Now, I will tell you, a lot of what you're going to see is really easy color by number. I kind of got addicted to a couple of books that didn't take a lot of time. I had a little bit more of a rhythm. I had a lot of my color palettes on my books picked out, and a lot of these books are books that I already had. So it made it a little bit easier for me to kind of jump in and color. I kind of got my whole station and desk and everything figured out. So, but I still think that's extremely impressive, considering I work full time and I have 2 kids, but I get a lot of coloring done at night, before and after work. And so, I guess I just got in a little bit of a rhythm this month. So let's go ahead and jump in. But first I do want to give a couple of disclaimers. Number one, I am getting over being really sick. I have been down and out for about the past 3 or 4 days. I have caught a really bad virus. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I do have some water hanging out over there that I may need to drink. This is actually my second time filming this because I coughed through so much of the first time. So I went and got myself a beverage, so I may have to drink it from time to time, so I apologize. But it's so that we can get through all of this with all of the talking. Secondly, I also want to say hello to so many of my new subscribers. This month, from December into January, I have gained 118 subscribers. That is phenomenal, beyond what I would have ever thought I could have gained. I've gained 111 Instagram followers. It's just unreal. Some of you guys have reached out to me on Instagram or have commented. Those who are commenting on my videos, who are liking them, thank you so much. I so greatly appreciate it. You guys don't even know. It means a lot to me because it takes a lot of time to film these videos, edit these videos, put everything in description boxes, get it out, get it scheduled, post on Instagram. And it takes a lot of time on top of everything that I'm doing. And I really enjoy it. But to know that so many other people are enjoying it along with me and enjoying the ride, I really appreciate it. I have a lot of really new, fresh, and fun ideas for videos in February as well. So stick around, watch my videos, continue to follow me because I think there's a lot of new and exciting content that you're going to see as well. So let's get here for what we're all here to see, which are the coloring books. And I'm going to take just a little sip of water real quick. Out of the 43 pages that I colored, I did color out of 19 different books. So this is the first one that I colored out of. This is the Color by Number Christmas Mosaic Black Background by Sunlife Drawing. This is for the Jolly Coloring 2021. This is also on my 10 books to finish, so I colored 2 more images out of here. This is kind of the Santa and woodland animals, and I love using my Cali Art brush markers in this book. I think it works really well. Last month I was kind of getting burnt out on this book, and I'm still kind of feeling the same way. Don't get me wrong, this is one of my favorite books ever. I love the color palettes in here. I love how the images turn out. It's just that there's something about, I don't know, I guess there's just something about coloring in the same book for so long, and I colored so hard in it for so long that I'm starting to get a little bit burnt out. However, I do have something new that you guys may be seeing in the next few weeks that may reinvigorate me to color in more Sunlife drawing books, this one and others. So just keep an eye out for an upcoming video on that. Next, Chibi Girls Grayscale. Danny Buttons. She was so right. I love grayscale. I love it. I'm huge in color by number. I just love this. I love this book. I love the images. I just think grayscale just looks so good. This was a buddy color, and gosh, I absolutely love it. I love it. I love how the images turn out in here. This was a buddy color with Nikki and Niagara. You guys all know who she is. She's phenomenal and fantastic. She, I believe, is trying to finish her grayscale 1 and 2 book, so she was wanting to buddy color. So I reached out to her to see if she would buddy color with me, and of course she accepted, and she's so wonderful. And so this is done with mostly Cali Art markers. I have some white gel pen to kind of make the beading. I also did it for some highlights. I used some glitter gel pen for accents on her purse, her bracelets, her necklace, her lips, and her eyes. And then I also tried to use, somewhat unsuccessfully, Posca pen to create these highlights on these buildings. But I love the way that I kind of made it this sunsetty page. I kind of got this Miami vibe, even though it's probably LA, but somewhere on the beach with the palm trees and stuff like that. So yeah, I really, really love it. I think it turned out really, really great. And I've only done 2 pages in here. I want to buddy color a lot out of this book because I think the buddy colors are really fun out of here. So if you're interested in buddy coloring, reach out to me. I really, really want to do more in this book this next month. So this is a big one too. So I've only done 2 images, so I've got 98 to go. Shershneva, new artist to me. Absolutely, absolutely love the books that she's coming out with. This is the Flower Stained Glass color by number, and I absolutely love it. I dug into this book, and I've done 2 images out of here, and I really think they're phenomenal. I kind of also enjoy these books too because they use the same color palette as Sunlife drawing. So I already have markers that are matched. It made it really easy. And she has a couple of different styles of stained glass in this book. And so I think it keeps it a little bit interesting. This one I just thought turned out just totally amazing. I absolutely love the colors in these. They turned out really bright and vivid and beautiful. And she has just the colors that you need for the image down at the bottom. So it was perfect. This was just a great, easy, fun, beautiful color. So I will definitely do more out of this book, especially for the hashtag that I have coming up, which is the Flowers and Fairies 2021. This is a perfect book for that, and I think I recommended this book. Next is the Puzzle Animals Color by Colors. What a cool, fun, and interesting book this is. This is not color by number. You color basically inside of the shape that is, there's like a outline of the color, and so you color in the corresponding color of that shape to create these beautiful images. And they're on this like premium glossy beautiful paper, which I'm seeing more and more publishing companies use this paper, and I am all for it. I hate it for filming. It's absolutely awful to film with because of the lighting, but it is beautiful to color with, and it is beautiful with markers. So I loved this, of course, like magenta pink color. You guys know how I feel about magenta. I love it. It's my favorite color. And so I had to color this dolphin when I saw it. And then also I had to color this guinea pig. If you saw my flip and review of this video, then you got to hear a little bit about how I actually grew up raising guinea pigs in my family, and we bred them and showed them. So it's a fun little story. So go check that out. And congratulations to Kira on this book. I know she has told me that she is working on another one. So if you like this style of book, there's definitely going to be more to come from her. Eclipse Art Books is killing it. They are such a brand new company and really, really cool. So I've purchased a couple of their books. I did a Q&A with this company as well to learn a little bit more about them. This is their newest book that came out. This is their Mandala Shade book. They do have some other more complex books and stuff that are coming out too in the future. So be on the lookout for that. This one is specifically done by AJ Quinnell. He does a lot of the geometric shapes, so he's the husband in the group. Did this one, just the very first image, and I really love it. I love the Circulism art. I love the premium quality paper again. I love the different shapes. I only got one done, but I really wish I had spent more time in this book. A lot of these books are new to me, and so I got so many books in December and towards the end of the year. So I keep feeling like, oh, I wish I had done more, but I know I'll get back into this book, especially since I'm kind of slowing down on my buying, and I think this is going to be a really, really fun book to continue to color in. And if you have not seen that video, go and check through my flip through videos and reviews, and you'll see this book there, and it's a lot of fun. This is the book that I actually colored in, which is their Sea Life book. I did 2 images out of here. This is the turtle image. This is the one I did for my color in chat. with the Q&A with the publisher. And I absolutely love this turtle. And the reason that I actually colored this, and I forgot to mention it in my video, was because when I asked Noah and AJ what their favorite pages were out of this book, they mentioned this, that they both really loved this page and thought this page was great. And I agree. It's so beautiful and just bright and colorful. And then, of course, I had to color the penguin in the book. Love how he turned out. He is so, so cute. This book is also really addicting. There is just something so therapeutic about coloring in a circle. I don't know what that is, but it's just really, really fun. So had a great time coloring in this book. And again, another book I wish I have spent more time coloring in this month. I just have to spread the love, guys. I have to spread the love. Sachin Sachdeva. Oh my gosh, this is a busy man. He is coming out. He was no joke. When he told me that he was going to come out with a coloring book every week, I think he is right on schedule. I have 3 books here. And I think he came out with, it wasn't like a book, but like a video learning series on YouTube to learn French or something. So man, he is just way on top of it. So this is the Mosaic Art Patterns Color by Number. This is the 3x3 millimeter book. I don't know when it's going to go up, but I am doing a flip-in review of this book. And I really wanted to test out a few different styles of the 3x3 millimeter. So I kind of did the filled in squares. Love this one. I have a whole story about why this is sentimental to me and the connections that I make to this picture. But I did the fill-in, kind of completely filled in the squares on this one. And these are really cool. I like these in patterns because the pages are so big. Sometimes I find it a little bit exhausting to do the 3x3, a whole size page, but because this is patterns and some of his patterns don't even take up every single square on the page, it makes it a little bit more manageable. I also did this one. Love coloring food, so I thought this was really cute. I did this one in the circle, kind of like the dot method of coloring. It was my first time doing that. Again, so therapeutic to color in circles. Don't know why, but the circles are the thing for me right now. And so found it really therapeutic and fun. And I also found this to be pretty quick and efficient. And then lastly, I colored this image, and I did the kind of traditional cross stitch method, which is normally what I was doing in these books. But in my personal opinion, I'm kind of thinking that this doesn't save you that much time. Now this one this one didn't have any kind of like white spaces in it. But I still felt like this image took me quite a while because you do have to go through and do the X, or even I tried kind of Danny Button's zigzag method kind of thing too. And I still feel like it takes a lot of time, but I like the effect of the cross stitch method. So I may kind of switch it up. So it was kind of fun. I use this as kind of this book as an experiment to test out some different kind of methods you can use on some of these. So look out for my flip and review if it's not already out, for me to give a little bit more of a thorough detail about this book. And another book I haven't colored in yet, but is kind of a similar idea. Another book he came out with this month that I wish I had again spent some more time in is Beautiful Birds Color by Number, book for adults. I love his adult style Color by Number books. They're like a little bit more detailed and really beautiful. So I did the macaws, which are just really bright and beautiful. I kind of didn't know what to expect with the rest of the images, whether or not it was just going to be a lot of pink flowers, green leaves, and brown birds. But actually I've seen a lot of images in he has a Facebook group. I will link his Facebook group down below, as well as I'm in the Fun of Color by Number group on Facebook, and I've seen a lot of people coloring images out of this book. Some people have already finished the book, actually they're really, really beautiful. The illustration of the birds and the colors that he uses are really nice, and I will say that's pretty typical of Sachin. Like out of all of the artists and stuff for a lot of Color by Number books, what draws me to his books is his color palette and what he uses in his color palette, because everything is just really nice and beautiful. This is his best collection of his 100 coloring pages. This is a really, really great value. This book I think actually sells, I checked recently, I think it sells for $8.99 and his normal books sell for $6.99. So for 100 pages from 12 different books, that is a bargain. So this is a really, really great price for what it is. There is a wide variety of images in this book. So it's kind of something for everybody. He's got his larger Inside Home Mosaic style book. He's got the Vintage Cards book. He's got this one that's just kind of like nail art, which is really cool. He's got his spring season book. And there's kind of something for everybody in here. This is kind of paisley design. So he's got designs. He's got mandalas and stuff in here. Quotes. Yeah, here's some of the animal mandalas. I mean, he's just got everything in here. I don't know. He's awesome. And his artwork is amazing. So I did one in here. This is from the Vintage Cars. And does not look cool. Like, I'm looking in the viewfinder now, and that's pretty freaking awesome. So it just looks so cool. So this one I did do the cross stitch style with, but I may try the dot style in here. Of course, I picked like one of the few like color by number pages that's in this book, but I have a lot more I want to do in here, especially since I'm wanting to branch out a little bit more. Most of these are not color by number. I want to branch out a little bit more in these. So if you want to do, I'm trying to look, this nail art book here. If you either have this book, like the 100 Best collection, or you have that nail art book, hit me up if you want to do a buddy color on that, because I think this looks really fun. And I think it would be interesting to see a buddy color, to see like what different type of nail art you do, which by the way, I did my own nails and I love them. I don't normally do blue, but I thought this was something fun and different, but that's a total side note. Also, congratulations to Teresa for winning. Was it Teresa? No, it was Erica won this book. Excuse me. Sorry, getting too excited. Need some water. Erica from Our Colorful World 3 on Instagram won in my giveaway. If you don't know about my giveaways, then you should know about my giveaways. Every once in a while, I will randomly and sporadically do a giveaway. It can be on a random video that I do, so you have to pay attention in my videos and follow me on social media, and I do post about it. But she entered into my flip and review of this book. She entered in saying that she wanted to, it wasn't actually a flip and review on this book, it was on the Beautiful Birds book, but she could win a Sachin Sachdeva book of her choice, and she wanted this one, and I think this is an excellent, excellent, excellent choice. So congratulations, Teresa, on that. Not Teresa, I keep saying Teresa, it was Erica. Teresa wanted this book. She won the Color Questopia book of her choice, and she wanted the You Are Loved black background version, which I think is also a great, great choice. And I colored a couple of pages out of here. I don't have them flagged. I colored this one here, and this was one of kind of just simple, easy color by number. You can see there's not very many colors here. I didn't quite realize when I picked this that the entire background was going to be yellow, so that took some time. But I tried to be somewhat creative with this. I changed some of the skin tones in here. I painted the nails pink with excuse me guys, with glitter gel pen. I kind of used some glitter gel pen in the background. I did some white accents with white gel pen and just kind of tried to mix it up. I will tell you, because it's not too much of a spoiler alert anymore, because Color Questopia has mentioned it in one of their Facebook groups, so I can say it's actually official. They are changing their color palette. They have this, you know, they've done a lot of things. Let me be clear. They made a lot of really great corrections to their book, to where they went back to only the colors that you need are on the left-hand side of their book. They've also standardized all of the numbers. So number 43 will always be blue in all of their books and stuff now. But what they're actually going to be doing is they are going to be consolidating this color key. So I want to say it's going to be like a 25 color palette. I'm trying to remember exactly what it's going to be, but it's going to be much, much smaller, about 25. And they are also getting rid of skin tones. So you can color in any of their books where there is a skin tone. You can pick the skin tone of your choice. And I think that is an absolute must needed and an absolute great change to their books. So I think you guys will see that in their future books that are coming out. But I just want to say kudos to Color Questopia. Again, I always say I feel like they are one of the publishers that listens to their consumers the most. And I think that is why their books are so successful. And so I'm really excited to see what comes out of that, because I want to see more inclusivity and diversity in coloring. You know, peach as a skin tone is not always just an acceptable and standard color that should be accepted. So I change skin tones in my books. I've been inspired to do that by other colorists, and I encourage you to do the same. But also, if you find that you you know, that there's something in a coloring book that you want to change, reach out to the publisher and let them know, because they really want to hear your feedback. This was the second page that I did here. This one was really just quick and easy. I like how this turned out. I did this with my Prismacolor Premier markers. Y'all will hear more about those. I really, really like them. And I like the combination of colors that come in just their standard 24 set. And this one, again, limited color palette, really easy to color. I'm pretty sure I did this like before or after work really quickly to just get some color to paper, and I love it. I am definitely going to spend more time in this book this next month. Just, it is You Are Love, so I mean, it's perfect for Valentine's in February. This book, good Lord, this is good. This is about a quarter of the images I colored this month are out of this book. This is my favorite Color Questopia book thus far. This is their large print color by number for adults. Why I love it is because it is a wide variety of images, and they're all very, very easy and simple, and they're beautiful. So let me show you. So starting off in the book, butterflies, flowers, crowd favorites, can't go wrong. Sorry, Emily, but a lot of people like butterflies and flowers, so just really simple and easy. And then bam, this lovely one. Beautiful, beautiful. Love the color combinations in here. Perfect for spring. Beautiful. I love this bird. I don't know if this bird actually exists in nature, but if it did, oh my gosh. I loved this. I loved coloring this, and it's simple, and it was easy, and it was beautiful. And this is exactly what I need in my life with 2 kids and a full-time job. Again, butterflies and flowers, pretty simple. And kind of, I remember when I first got this book, I thought that that's all that it was going to be, but it was a lot different. Then you get to like this fruit basket. Okay, something different. Haven't seen this in a color by number book before. Still pretty simple, kind of, but fun and interesting and different. Then you kind of get back to birds and stuff. But again, like, these birds are just beautiful, beautiful colors. Like, it just became addicting to me because when you see it in black and white, you don't realize how colorful it's going to be and how colorful these images are going to be. So I know Color Questopia is going to be coming out with more of these large print color by number books, and I'm so excited. I will get every single one. I promise you, I will buy every single one because I love it so much. And then, like, yeah, then they have like the under the sea stuff. So it's like I could go image to image in this book and have something a little bit different and unexpected. And that's why I colored so much in here. I also colored these cats, really fun and cool. Really enjoyed this as well. And then I kind of skipped to the back of the book. So then I have these flowers, this like beautiful bouquet of flowers. These were, again, done in my Prismacolor Premier markers, which I liked. I haven't done that one yet. But yeah, like, see this bird in like the black and white. It's probably stunning colors. Like, what color is it? Oh, it's orange. Orange. I say that, and this one's going to be different. Orange and blue. See, that I think will be really pretty with the flowers and sky around it. I think it's going to be gorgeous. I did this one, this lovely bouquet of flowers. But I loved kind of how different the basket was. It's like purple, yellow, and red, which is a little bit different. So I liked that. And then this one, I think this is so gorgeous. Now, I did change the sky. I think it was just supposed to be kind of a traditional sky blue, which is kind of a lighter blue. I changed it to be kind of a night sky. I changed it to a navy just because I felt like with the succulents and the stars in the sky, I felt like it really should be more of kind of like a nighttime scene. So I did change that. But on these books, it's pretty, you know, simple and easy to change that. So colored a lot out of this book. I would not be surprised if this is my first coloring book I finish ever. I will continue to color in this book in February. I think I am now officially halfway through the book. I think I have colored 10 images. There's a standard 20 images in most Color Questopia books. I think in all their Color Questopia books. So I may finish this one soon. Cactus and Succulent coloring book. Oh, I did not put my page markers back in here. Sorry, I had to film this twice because I just coughed through the first time so bad. I colored, this was the first image I've colored out of this book. I really like this book a lot. This I colored with at Wrenn Kelly, Wrenn's Coloring Craze on YouTube. You guys all know her, I'm sure. We did a buddy color, and thank you, Wrenn, for buddy coloring with me and being so patient with me as I tried to complete this image. It took me quite a while. I have just had a really, really busy month of work, and really had a great time with this. Probably used my Cali Arts or a Hoo-Hoos on this, and then I tried to be kind of fancy, and in the outlines actually match it to my Stabilo 68 pens, my felt tip pens, and try to color kind of corresponding colors around those areas. And I really like the effect in this book. I didn't do anything else really fancy, but go check out Wrenn's completed pages for January to see what hers look like. Very Magic. This was another buddy color for me. This was my first time coloring out of this book, and I colored this image with the beautiful and wonderful Amanda Downey on Instagram, and all the people that I buddy colored with I will link down below. This is, I tried to do something fancy with her as well. So this fairy, I actually outlined her in the Pentel Sparkle Pop Gel pen, kind of with the corresponding color, as well as the flowers. And then the rest I used my Stabilo 68 felt pens to kind of try to match or be like one shade darker color, just to give it a unique effect. And I really like how this turned out. I think this is really, really cool. So this book, of course, is going to be getting a lot of love from me in the challenge that I have coming out, the color along that I have going on in February. And I look forward to coloring more out of this book because this is a really fun book. My last color Questopia book that I colored in this month was from Penguin Color by Number. I colored the very last image in here. Again, I wish I did more out of this book. This, I used the Pentel Sparkle Pop, the silver, which is just a beautiful silver glitter in the line work here. And then I'm sure I probably used my Cali Art markers, either my Cali Arts or a Hoo-Hoos in here, and love how it turned out. I love how this one is kind of more, they're almost kind of tribal style looking to me, the animals, and they have, I'm guessing an artist who does this a lot because they have like a cow book like this. I think there might even be a dog book like this. There's my llama book is like this, where it kind of has this just very colorful and vibrant colors for the animals, and I love it. So love penguins. I'll definitely come back to this book, but glad I got an image colored out of this one. Jade Summer Color by Number Mandala. The Fun of Color by Number Facebook group is wanting to complete this book this year, and so I probably won't get it completed, but I think I'll be right on track with at least getting half of the book done. I'm actually surprised as to how much I got done in this book. I used my Teo Tree markers and my Ohuhu markers in here. Somebody has already actually completed this book, and I think she started in January. I may be wrong, but I think she started this book in January, and so she's already completed it. It's rather impressive, but I will tell you, as I did see the flip through just to see what the color combinations look like, and the color combinations out of this book are really beautiful. I don't think there was one page that I saw that I went like, ooh, you know, like the colors were questionable. Like, it was all really pretty. And I did 4 out of here, so I was really proud of myself for doing 4 in a month. But I mean, they go by pretty quickly. I love the colors in here, are really pretty. And oh, this one is beautiful. I love the colors in this one. So all of these mandalas are actually pretty nice. I think these are really fun. So I'm getting kind of into the mandala itch. I've gotten some mandala books now and stuff. So especially the Color by Number ones, which I think are great. Another book that I am probably going to finish in 2020, I can feel it in my soul, is the Stone Mosaic book 2. This book I'm just loving because of just how simple and easy, but also different. Like, this one to me is just a little bit different than your normal color by number. So I have already colored some pages in here from last month, but I did this page this month, which is this nice sailboat page. This one, which was like super quick. You see how big the stones are in this one, but it's really cool. It's kind of this beautiful little lady. The next one I am going to hide because I'm doing a color and chat with that one, and that I don't believe will have come out by the time that this is posted. So we'll wait a little bit on that. And then the last one is my Birds in a Fountain, which I think is a really, really cool one. We got that book. Next is another buddy color. This is my Posh Creations Color by Number. I was excited to get this book cracked open, And this one I did with the wonderful Alicia. She is at Captured Moments Paper Crafts, and she wanted to do this cute guy with the red berries, and so really, really loved this. I used my shuttle art markers for this. My blue started to run out, so I think I ended up using my Toiletry for some of it in the background, but you would never be able to tell. So this turned out really cute. This is a nice and small little book. So it's easy just to pick up and color, and so I really enjoyed it. We both felt it was still winter time, so we justified coloring a winter picture out of here, so I'm glad I got one of these done. This is a really nice book, and it's really nice paper, and it's cute. If you haven't seen my video on this, go check this one out, because this one's really cool. Okay, one more sip. We're on the home stretch, guys. All right, so many of you probably saw my Amazon France haul. This is one of the big boys that I picked up from there. This is the Vice Versa book. This one I really love. If you haven't seen my review of this and see my Amazon France haul, you need to go check it out. This book is really cool. It's got kind of these bolder images in black, but what you're really coloring is something related to the image, but not exactly like the image. I like this one because it's unlike the Disney books where it has a really nice simplified palette down at the bottom, so it makes it a little bit easier to pick up and color without so much color matching, because on the Disney books I have to do so much color matching. So I used my Tombows on this, and this is the image that I colored. I just kind of randomly picked an image in here, and I thought this turned out really cool. You probably can't see what it was like before, but it was a piñata. Before, here's the little legs, his little ears, and then it actually turned out to be a man hitting a piñata. So I really tried not to look in the back of the book to see the solution. I've seen the solutions, but it's hard to remember after it's 100. And so I don't think I knew what it was until I figured out that this was his bandana. And then I was like, oh, because I saw the candy cane and I was like, so that's candy. And I actually think I colored, my color matches were really good, except for this kind of like what's supposed to be the sky and kind of this backside of his pants. I couldn't find an exact color match out of my Tombows, and I picked something a little too purpley gray instead of blue, but I think it still looks fine, and it's just kind of fun and easy coloring, so I definitely will get more in this book. This book was really fun. Next is my Llamas book. This was the pixel book that I colored in. I bought quite a few of these. I did the very first one, which is this cute little llama. So I'll talk about this in a later video, but just as a disclaimer, Tombows don't work very well in this book. I tried to use my Tombows. This is actually a different paper than what's in the larger style Hachette Heroes books. And the Tombows, it's kind of hard to say, but they just don't, the pigment doesn't lay evenly, and even though they're water-based, it looks pretty splotchy. So I did some of the lighter beige, and you can't really see with kind of looking at the camera that you're in right now, but up close I can see it. It almost looks like it has white holes in it. So it looks splotchy, which this is fur, so it doesn't really matter, but I ended up switching over to my Crayola Super Tips. I also tried the Stabilos, and the Stabilos didn't work very well either, and they started to bleed through the paper on the back a little bit. So I just ended up switching over to my Crayola Super Tips, which I have them. I need to use them, so it's okay. But what I may do is that I may try the dot method in this. I'm going to try to use this book a little bit as my experiment book, and just try to do something a little bit different. So I really love the images in this book. I think this guy turned out so cute. But I just need to figure out the markers and method that work best in here. So that's that one. One more, and this has got to be my favorite image that I colored this month. This is from the Zendoodle Color by Number Playful Pets. I am going to be working on another buddy color in here, but I am so happy to buddy color out of this because this is one of my favorite books that I own. I did this guy. Look at him, this little Prince dog. And I just did this with my wonderful friend, Tina. And man, she is so awesome. And she even sent me an enunciation of her name, but I probably just totally butchered it. But sounds like Tina, but I know I'm saying that with my Texas accent, which is so wrong. But it's Tina Dipped in Color. She's over on Instagram, and she's just so wonderful and so fabulous. We have chatted over Instagram a number of times, and we just make each other laugh, and we have a lot of very big similarities in our coloring book styles. And she wanted to buddy color in this book, and I was so excited when she reached out because this is perfect. So I just love how this turned out. I use my Teotree markers in here, and it just turned out so bright and colorful and cute, and I just really have figured out that I love coloring cats and dogs. And I don't know why. I guess because they're just so approachable and so friendly and usually so happy. So I'm looking forward to doing another buddy color out of this book, and getting some more pages completed in here because there are 60 pages. So really love this. This is the end of my completed pages for January. I want to thank you so much for hanging on this long and listening to me ramble and cough and struggle to get through this video. Hopefully my next video will be better and I'll be continuing to feel better. But I thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye. Okay, just jokes, guys. I actually forgot another book, so this is editing Lauren coming back to show my last and final page. This is Love is Like a Rainbow, Just Add Water. I did want to show that I did complete one page here. So now I feel like I can actually end my day and actually edit this video. So thanks for seeing the bonus content, I guess. Have a great day. Bye.